everybody. Welcome to a spring 2014 S.W.A.T review. My name is Kate, otherwise known as Narataki.
And I'm Alan, otherwise known as C-Suite.
We are from ReverseThieves.com. You can go there to get other S.W.A.T reviews, our monthly Speakeasy podcast, as well as 3+ blog posts every week. This time we are looking at Captain Earth from Studio Bones and is streaming on Crunchyroll.
And this series promises us that eventually everything will be revealed.
That was so funny in the eye catch. It's like, soon everything will be obvious, or whatever it said. And I was like, okay, whatever, guys. I mean, in this first episode, we meet this character, Daichi, and we know that his father did something with space, and then he disappeared, supposedly is dead. There's some weird robot alien people. Also, there's some girl in a bubble from when he was a child, and there's this weird kid that he met named Tepe who
is not an Ironheart as far as you know.
Well, he might be. Could be. That he becomes friends with, and then I don't know, I just felt like they were throwing so much into this episode that it became just this pile of junk. It's not like it was all bad or anything, but I just felt like it was just cluttered. It was just a cluttered episode. I didn't really get to take away much from it.
I wonder if in a way they were trying to do what they did with Zam, just throw you into this world and throw all this stuff at you, and then kind of explain it as the series goes on, which I'm not sure how much that worked for Zam. I mean, I liked that series in the end, but I know that kind of really shotgun a lot of information at you and then explain it as it goes on really turned off a lot of people about that series, as opposed to, Eureka 7, which took a lot more time to introduce mysteries and then explain them, as opposed to throwing a lot of stuff at you.
Because there were a lot of characters in this first episode. I don't know what to really think about them. They came off a little tropey.
There's Daichi's dad, who's dead, his uncle, his guardian, people he knows at school, kids he knew who have mysterious powers from childhood, a mysterious girl with the backpack and a recorder, the alien invaders who seem to be just regular people in really weird outfits, and their technician crew, which looks like a normal human technician crew.
There's the space crew that we meet later in the episode, when we start figuring out that there's some it's kind of like a space station, so there's all of them.
And then there's a kind of Sealy group that oversees them, who are filled with mysterious individuals with sinister agendas.
And I feel like Daichi swims through this in a really haphazard way, and it doesn't feel all that connected.
Well, you get the feeling that after his dad died, he's kind of been drifting aimlessly. His schoolwork has been, his grades have been going down. And then he kind of sees on the news the strange event, and he goes to investigate it because he's like, my old friend from childhood could do a small version of this weird rainbow ring effect. So maybe he's popped up again and I can go see him. But then, after a few flashbacks of, you see how they met and then he got taken away by a secret organization, he just kind of almost gets pulled into their version of the Red Room from Twin Peaks, and then all of a sudden he's in a robot after being handed a gun.
I thought how he got in the robot, it just didn't feel genuine to me because, he shows up at this weird facility hoping to find this kid that he knew, and instead of finding him, this weird girl, little girl shows up, and then he follows her, and then she shows him some weird flashes of things being attacked, and then he's like, all right, I'm ready to pilot. What? I don't understand. I just didn't really grasp his desire to suddenly save the Earth.
Well, I thought, and this could be me trying to give this show too much explanation, was he really was into it when that guy running the program mentioned being a captain, and his dad was famous for being a captain, and in fact his uncle cryptically said
he was the best captain or whatever.
But once again, that is I guess.
I mean, I didn't think it was bad. I just felt like it was a little haphazard.
You do have to mention the 70s style overly elaborate robot transformation and combination sequence.
I was thinking that part was really cool, but then I was thinking if they have to do that every episode, not because it would take up time, but like, so in order to get this robot into space, like the robot apparently can't like launch itself. It must use like rockets. So then, like, all these rockets fall away, and I was just thinking, oh, so those all fall to Earth. I hope they don't have to do this every time the robot needs to go fight other robots in space. Hopefully, now that it's up there, it'll just stay up there.
Yeah, because they have to launch it like a space shuttle, and then it goes through 3 interlinked orbital space stations, each orbital space station giving it another accessory.
It looked cool, but it seems so overly complex.
I feel like really, like, late 70s robot shows had that, like, crazy, you'd ride a bike and then the bike would jump onto a robot and then that robot would combine with 2 other robots and...
I mean, admittedly, that was one of the best parts of the episode and what makes me at least want to know more about it. I just feel like the characters in the episode just don't come across at all. I don't think they come across as anybody at all. Like, I don't feel like they had a lot of personality or anything really super interesting about them. But
it seems like a show that if you're not already a robot fan, this is not like, oh, this is the show that just might get you interested in robos.
No.
Although I have to say, apparently in the next episode, he's going to learn to pilot from Radical Edward. Because there is a hacker girl who's going to help him out, who looks suspiciously like
Ed. I'm definitely going to give the show a chance, but mostly because the robot was cool and it's Studio Bones, so maybe it'll be alright. I just thought it was a weak first episode, besides the robot.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch some more of it. I mean, why not? But, yeah, it is a definite hesitant for the watching. Alright, see you guys next time.